That's the easiest question ever. It's definitely push-up, bro.
Why is it so easy?
Because I'm not wearing damn stilettos all day. That would I don't think I could, honestly. I think I'd be tripping all over the place and it would hurt.
It doesn't matter what kind of bra it is. We're dudes. Like, we don't, I mean, I got a little bit of boobies here, but like, I mean, either way, nothing's showing. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of bra. First and second off, even if I have to wear a bra, I can put a t-shirt or a jersey or 5 t-shirts over it. Nobody will even see it. Now you want me to walk around in fucking stilettos?
Cup to cup.
You sound good, deep and sexual.
I also am currently drinking, which I've never drank before, a Monster Energy drink, and I have cold brew right next to it. So I mean, doubling up. I'm gonna crash hard, and I'm looking forward to it.
Damn. All right, Kev, give it to me.
What's up, everybody? Yep. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cup to Cup, episode number 4. I'm Kevin. I got my boy Chase and Jason.
Hey.
Chase again with nothing. Thank you very much. Awesome. Worst co-hosts of all time. So let's get it started, guys. How was the weekend?
The weekend was fun. The game was less fun, but yeah.
So we're gonna go right into Knowles, like we said, we're not going to.
So if we're gonna talk Knowles, I do want to read you a quote. I believe it's from The Art of War.
What?
Yeah. It sums up the FSU season perfectly.
Dead.
It sums up our bowl streak perfectly. How about that? There are 2 things, and this is from The Art of War again, pretty sure. There are 2 things in this world I know to be true with absolute certainty. Sometimes when I laugh, I fart, and all good things must come to an end.
It's definitely not from The Art of War.
Did he just drop his mic when he's like, mic drop.
Mic drop, yeah.
Yeah, the game sucked, and we lost. The bowl streak is over.
Yep.
Changes need to happen. Man, it's not good, especially if you know any Gator fans. I mean, but I don't want to fucking talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I don't either. But the weekend was fun. How about we talk about the fun parts?
Talk about the weekend. What'd you guys do?
We tailgated early. Obviously, Friday night we went to Proof, which is a pretty cool little bar.
It was a noon game, so I mean, what time did you get out there?
7:30ish.
Jesus H.
Yeah, we went to Proof. Left Friday night. Left around like 10:30ish.
10:30, old people. Jesus.
Well, because we knew we had to get up early, man.
Man, don't let that affect you.
We got to pace ourselves. We're not capable of doing the things we used to be able to do.
I think it's still in you. You just have to dig deep.
No, he's got a point. I'm drinking Pedialyte right now, so yeah, that's where I am.
Jesus Christ. This is what it's come to.
Yep. But no, it was good. It was great. Half of us went to the game, the other half stayed behind and just kept drinking. Never got a nap in, and so I'm
half of us got to meet Mike Martin Jr. and get a tour of the clubhouse and get free swag. So.
Assistant coach of the Florida State Seminoles baseball team.
Yeah, son of Mike Martin, the head coach of the FSU baseball team.
Yep. Very short story. Basically, my wife, my sister Jamie, and her husband were on the baseball field playing around. I'm sitting in the stands because I'm like, I feel like this is kind of illegal, but we'll just chill. They go into the dugout and then they disappear for like 30 minutes. My phone dies, so I don't know what's happening.
Wait, so you're still in the stands, just like wondering where your wife is?
Yeah. And I will tell you this a few times, not even exaggerating, a couple like sirens go off, like hit or miss, because the cops are still like pushing traffic out after the game. This is after the game, by the way. And so I don't see them. And so I'm just going to lay down on the stadium and just wait for them. And then they come out. And so my sister is wearing like this brand new Florida State hoodie. My sister's husband's wearing this like baseball Seminole jacket, like the warm-ups that they wear. And
shut the front door.
My wife's wearing one as well. And then they're holding a baseball bat. I'm like, holy shit, they just stole all this stuff from
That's exactly what I would have thought too.
No, this is not good. And then like Jose, our co-producer, walks over and he had the same exact like feeling, and he's like, okay, listen, I need you. And then they stop him right away and go, listen, I promise you they gave this to us. It was Mike Martin Jr. and he just gave us all the swag and blah 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 and said, here you go. They asked for a couple things. They took a bunch of pictures. They're all over the place. So it was fucking crazy. So I basically got screwed over for not doing the illegal thing.
I don't know how you sat up in those stands just chilling. I would have been like, where are they? They're having fun without me. I want to go find them.
I figured 3 people getting arrested was better than 4, so I'll just hang back.
Someone's got to bail them out.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I have a cool ass jacket and a baseball bat that says like Florida State, Louisville, all that kind of stuff on it. So
that's badass. Yeah. That is super badass.
That would never happen to us, by the way. We would have gotten arrested.
For sure.
Yeah. So. Well, we're not beautiful and, women.
Yeah. That's pretty much
no offense to women listeners, but I mean, you guys got that special power.
Yeah. But shout out to Martin Jr. He was badass. Apparently my sister and Emily and Chase said he was one of the nicest guys they met. So it was really cool.
Nice.
So anyways, y'all wanna introduce our special guest today?
Yeah, let me unmute him, because that's rude. And what's up, Rob?
What's up, boys? How y'all doing?
Chase, why don't you tell us who we're talking to?
All right, so this is my good friend, Rob.
Damn, not best friend?
We're great friends. How about that? Great friends.
He was a groomsman in my wedding. We've lived together countless times at many different places. And he is a giant Vikings fan and a giant Leo fan.
Fuck the Vikings.
And for those of y'all that do not know, Jason and Kevin are giant Packers fans, and today happens to be Packers versus Vikings.
Wait, what?
So,
yeah. He's like, wait a second. Are you sure?
So, yeah. So we figured we'd have him on the show, talk a little Vikings Packers, a little Leo, because he was actually one of the people that helped put together the Leo bracket. So
that's what I was going to ask.
His rankings went into the Leo bracket system.
So when you guys are all giving angry Facebook posts about the Leo bracket, just go ahead and at Robert Smith.
Oh yeah,
we'll let him plug his handles, not his love handles, because he weighs like 120 pounds. But
I'm cultivating mess, guys. All right.
All right, so why don't we jump into the Leo bracket? I mean, if we're going to talk about it, why not talk about it?
So real quick, Chase, which movies are we going to go over? And then tell me your the first movie who you think wins.
All right, so we're doing Django Unchained, which is the 4 seed versus the 13 seed Revolutionary Road, and we're doing Shutter Island, the 5 seed versus the 12 seed The Beach. Not Beach with Bette Midler.
Not Beach, Erica. Love you, baby. She's still not listening, by the way. I got no high five this week, if anybody was wondering. I got no high fives.
Yeah. All right. So Django versus Revolutionary Road, to me, I like Django. And Shutter Island versus The Beach, The Beach.
All right. Kev.
I know you think that we always agree on everything, but yeah. Ditto. Django beats out Revolutionary Road. The Beach, in a close one, wins against Shutter Island. I know we have some listeners that think that The Beach is the greatest movie of all time, but I think this was closer than it. But anyways, The Beach won.
Rob?
And for Django, I think that's a blowout. Revolutionary Road's a good movie, but Django's great. One of my top 10 movies, probably. That's the sneaky 5-12 matchup, man. But I will say in my rankings, I had The Beach higher than the 5 seed there. So I'm going to have to go with The Beach as well.
Well, while we're talking about rankings, I mean, I want to know where you had The Beach.
I actually had The Beach at number 5, I believe, 5 or 6.
That's not bad.
So, and I think I Shutter Island at like 8 or 9. So, good movie. They're all good movies, but you got to pick a winner somehow. And yeah.
Yeah, the Beach for me beat Shutter Island. I think Shutter Island's a really overrated movie. I was shocked that it was rated as a 5 seed. I'm not quite sure how it made it that high. And I think The Beach is a really underrated movie and it shouldn't have had to do the this was not that close. I think The Beach is a much better movie than Shutter Island. Django versus Revolutionary Road. Revolutionary Road's a really good movie. Django's a great fucking movie. So
Yeah, that matchup's an easy one. Django, I mean, Revolutionary Roads, it was good, but it's just like, I mean, it's basically like two people arguing the whole fucking movie. So, I mean, that's all it is. Let's be honest. But it was well done, and I mean, Leo killed it. But I mean, Django's ridiculously better.
I feel like this was too easy.
Well, I mean, I agree that the twist it seemed forced.
And I believe when Shutter Island came out, it had like a lot of hype behind it. And to me, it just didn't live up to that hype.
that might be, when people overhype stuff, sometimes that makes it even worse. You know what I mean? Like, you go into the movie with such high expectations, and then you see it and you're like, well, why the hell was that hyped up so much? It really wasn't that good.
Well, Leo and Martin Scorsese. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
that's why.
Fair enough.
I mean, I thought it was a good movie, but it was just, I mean, I don't know.
No, I got that shit.
I see dead people. Yeah, we've done it before.
That's my whole thing about the Shutter Island. I just don't think it was. I don't think the storyline was that great. I just felt like you knew it was coming.
Well, even if you didn't know it was coming, like at the end, you're just like, oh yeah, okay. It wasn't like, oh my god, are you serious? It was like,
Right.
yeah, all right, yeah, I got it.
I have a awesome segue from that. I didn't think the Packers would be 4-5-1 this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's been I mean, we've definitely had our share of injuries, but I mean, so is everybody else. That's no excuse. The whole wide receiver thing seems to be I mean, it just Rodgers just doesn't seem like he feels comfortable back there. I don't know if it's his injury still or his knee. I mean, I think that really you're used to seeing him plant into throws and like zoom it. Now he kind of like he's laying up a lot of them and trying to squeeze them into places that he usually doesn't. And I think that has to do with a little bit with his injury, and also has to do with the fact that he's throwing to Marquez Valdez-Scantling and Equanimous St. Brown. Yes, I said those names. If you've never heard of them, it's because you're not a Packer fan, and or a fantasy football lover.
Did you practice those names before you got on? Because that was pretty impressive.
No, I'm just the amazing fan that I am. Equanimous St. Brown.
All right, Chase, what were you saying?
I was just saying, I mean, it's got to be something with Rodgers, either mentally or physically, because y'all have a good offense line. You have a solid number one receiver. I know your backup receivers are not the best, but you have a solid number one, a solid tight end, and a really good offensive line. And Rodgers just doesn't look like the Rodgers of old to me as a bystander. Now, he did against the Dolphins, but we're trash. So
they're not really using Jimmy Graham. I mean, let's be honest. I know Mike McCarthy's offense. So as soon as we added Jimmy Graham, I was like, yeah, we got a sweet tight end. But I mean, let's be honest, we're not going to fucking use him. Because I mean, that's what Mike McCarthy does. He doesn't do what's laid out in front of him. There's all these wonderful tools, and he's just like, no, I'm good. Like, let's just do this instead.
Let's use my hammer for everything instead of going into the toolbox.
Exactly, bro. Like, how many times in Jimmy Graham's career have you seen him just like catching jump balls in the end zone? Because that's what that's what he does. He's a red zone threat. Toss it up to him, have a jump ball. I mean, we don't do it. We don't do it. I don't know what we're trying to use him for, but it's whatever it is, it's not fucking working.
No, yeah, I agree. When the Packers signed Jimmy Graham, I was a little scared, and I've been definitely a little happy that he hasn't been as good. Can't lie, but you never know what can happen the rest of the season. Maybe he'll come out of that funk, and they'll start throwing him the ball more. Hopefully for y'all.
I think they need to figure something out. I mean, because offensively, it is it's not working right now. But
So who wins this game?
What's the spread? Do y'all know?
I think it's like 4 or something.
That sounds accurate.
Somewhere around 3 or 4.
Orlando, or is this
It's in Minnesota.
Okay.
So that's probably going to play the biggest factor, I think, just being that place is loud and so it's Minnesota minus 3.5. So
Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game. I don't even know if I'd take that spread, honestly. I think it's going to be very close. I think a field goal could decide it. And, the Vikings haven't showed up in prime time yet this year. Honestly, we haven't beaten a really good team yet this year. So I don't know. It's actually a lot closer than I hoped it would be coming into the year. So maybe it'll be another tie. You never know.
I feel like you two are just way too friendly to be Packer and Viking friend.
Fans. Man, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I'm not going to come on to you guys' podcast and talk a bunch of shit about the Packers. All I'm saying. If you're going to force me to make a pick, obviously I'm going Vikings. I got a Vikings hat on right now. I wish they would win by 20, but I think.
What's your gear situation, Rob? I mean, are you a jersey guy? Do you got any T-shirts? Or are you just kind of like chill? Like,
I'm more of a hat guy. I like wearing lots of hats and stuff. I've got probably 4 or 5 Viking hats. I've got a Dalvin Cook jersey that I wear every now and then. It's a little big on me, so I try not to wear it.
Isn't everything big on you though? Let's be honest.
It is, man. I didn't want to go and buy the medium, so I bought the large.
That's a kid's medium, right?
Yeah, schmedium. So Chris would be proud.
So are you a flat bill guy, curve bill?
Normally flat bill, but I'm wearing a curve bill right now. It's like a flex fit hat.
Yeah, man, feeling adventurous. I hear.
Yeah, man. But pretty much all kind. I got pretty much an article of clothing, all kind of articles of clothing of Vikings stuff. I try and switch it up. I'm definitely not on that jersey game like you are. I've got some older ones, and I've got the one.
Oh, don't waste your money on jerseys, man. They just get traded, aka Ha Clinton Dix.
I've got some of those Chinese jerseys.
Yeah, there you go.
Those ones. Chase them.
In honor of Thanksgiving, I'm wearing my Cobb jersey, like corn on the cob. So hopefully he gets to play today.
Are you wearing it just because of the corn stuff?
Because of the corn stuff?
I don't get, in honor of Thanksgiving, you're wearing Cobb because of corn on the cob?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
You eat corn on Thanksgiving?
I just think it's a terrible dad joke.
God, well, he is a dad, so
yeah.
I just think you're better
qualified.
than that.
I'm qualified.
You're better than that.
Yeah. So anyways.
So I think since Rob and I have been roommates multiple times, maybe keep him on for random question of the week.
Is it going to get a little embarrassing? Are you going to rant on each other?
I don't know.
Because of the one question?
I don't know. I don't think Rob's seen the question, so
I haven't.
So Kev and Chase know this. Rob doesn't. What are some of the worst things or habits a roommate of yours have done?
Or the worst,
or just worst roommate in general? Yeah.
Yes.
So I assume Rob's your worst roommate of all time because you're like, well, you didn't cover that part of it. I mean, just to be sure, that's still a part of it, right?
No, I think Rob and I might have the same worst roommate of all time, though.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, I think that we could probably say it at the same time and get it right.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Saying that this person is still a good friend of mine.
Oh, he's a great guy. Great guy.
But, it is what it is.
Well, maybe we'll say a different one. Who knows?
It's Waldo.
Maybe. So why don't we go on 3 then? 1, 2, 3. Seamus.
Yep. Great guy though. But yeah, he's very loud at night, and he's also kind of like a night crawler kind of guy. And me and Chase will get woken up at all hours of the night by this guy and his friends coming in, and just having fun. But yeah, what do you think about him, Chase?
Again, great friend. He was a groomsman in my wedding. I love you, Seamus, if you're listening. And, I've lived with you multiple times, and it wasn't until the last time we lived together that there became, again, it's like Rob said, man, he stays up really, really late. And like Well, probably not.
What do you consider really late?
Like 4 a.m. And like
doing things loudly at 4 a.m. Yeah,
he's a really loud person. At least at 4 a.m. he is. He's louder than any person should ever be at 4 a.m. in a house with 2 other people.
Isn't anything at 4 a.m. loud though?
Dude, no, I can't explain how loud and like ridiculous it was. Like there was.
I mean, are we talking like music here, or like
everything, man? Like
just like screaming.
He's very heavy-footed. Also, and he kind of like stomps around. And I don't know if y'all have definitely been to Chase's old house on Calhoun. It's got like a reverberating floor. So if you walk loudly on that floor, you can hear it anywhere in the entire house.
He would also occasionally bring back friends, and they would get in loud
arguments.
Did you
just quote Friends?
Huh?
Did you just put air quotes on Friends?
No. Anyways, they would get in like really loud arguments where they would like cuss each other out, and like it was a lot, man.
Can you at least give me one good example or story of this situation? Like
I can tell you one night after hearing him get in an insanely loud argument at again like 4 a.m. I walked out probably like 8 a.m. I walked outside to go to my car, and it's pouring rain, and I see Seamus's phone shattered and just sitting in the rain. So I don't know exactly what happened to the point where his phone ended up shattered, on our driveway, just getting poured on. But then the next morning he was like, "Hey man, have you seen my phone?" I was like, "Yeah, man, you're not going to like that answer though."
That's awesome.
I mean, we've all woken up. Have you seen my phone?
Yeah. But not all of us is the phone sitting out in the middle of the rain, shattered.
That's the worst feeling ever. The worst feeling in the world is, have you seen my phone?
And I will say for my thing, I used to drink a lot of 2 liters of Coke, and he would he would drink my Coke, which I don't really care about that. But like as he would take it out, he would like slosh it around, man, and like it would destroy the carbonation, which is a huge pet peeve for me. That might be one of the segments that you want to add that to a segment. Don't slosh around my Coke, right? Yeah, it's a Rob rant. So, but that would get to me. So that's like a little thing that he would do.
Bro, if you were my roommate, I would have as soon as you brought home the Coke, I would have shaken it.
Yeah, so that would definitely frustrated me. But again, this guy is years older now, and he's a completely different person.
Kev, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, I didn't have any terrible roommates.
It was Kevin.
What was me?
You were the terrible roommate.
It's always a possibility. The worst thing, the thing that bothered me most about my old roommate, Obi, who's also an awesome guy. He's a doctor here in Orlando, but he was in medical school at FSU, and he would have his girlfriend over who lived from out of town, and she would cook for him sometimes, or he would cook, or do whatever. But they would just like leave the leftovers like sitting out. And if it wasn't sitting like on the oven or on the stove, he would just stick the whole effing pot like in the refrigerator.
Oh yeah. I know.
Like all dried up nasty ass like mac and cheese or pasta dish or whatever.
Cover it or anything?
Not covered or nothing, bro. No lid on, not even a lid on the top of it. So then when it comes time for that to go away, you need to throw it out. Like it's like, you could build houses out of this material because it's like so concrete at that point. Like,
well, and it's like you can't use that pot to cook anything else until you clean it out either, which is that's big.
It's just a little. Just have a little respect, Obi. Don't be such a douche.
Saving lives and all that. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. No, Obi's actually like super awesome, dude.
Yeah, I think I met him a couple times. Seems like a super nice guy.
I had a roommate once that practiced breakdancing upstairs, and I'm not exaggerating or making that into a story. He seriously did that in my old townhome in Tallahassee.
Like at all hours of the night or something?
Like randomly, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, he would honestly practice. And I honestly like said it as a joke, like, "Hey, are you breakdancing?" Like, because it's really loud, like just being an asshole. And he's like, "No, I actually am. I have a couple, I don't know, dance meets or whatever the fuck you guys do for breakdancing competitions."
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, dance off. And yeah, he would practice.
Did he offer to give you lessons on breakdancing?
No, he was a dick. He actually, like, I don't even remember his name, but if he was listening or would ever listen to the show, I would just tell him to his face he was an asshole. He was the worst human being I'd probably ever lived with.
What? You don't even know his name?
No, I don't want to remember his name. It's kind of like don't say his name kind of thing. Jamie, my sister, and myself lived with him, and she found him in they're going through the same master's program. He was just a weird dude, man. When he came in to live with us, he actually interviewed me as a roommate and like asked about my habits, how late I'd stay up, like if I drank a lot or partied a lot and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "I heard you play a lot of Call of Duty. How late do you play?" I was like, "I don't have a time for that, bro. I just go to bed when I go to bed." Like
how late I play.
Yeah. So
don't worry about my curfew, okay? Just sign the papers.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stories. I could go on for hours about him. He's just a weird dude.
You came up with this question, right?
Yeah.
Was it with him in mind?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the best. That's the best part. You start with something in mind, and that leads to the question.
But I will say, in a close second, there was one roommate that we had who would take his dishes into his bathroom, which he also shared with Chase, and he washed his dishes in the bathroom. He was so mad that we would have dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
So that's a close second. He was quite passive aggressive, yeah, and he'd have like his entire life was in his room, and he wouldn't like
he would download all these awesome brand new movies and be like, "Hey guys, like you'll want to watch like Taken?" And we're like, "Hell yeah, we want to watch Taken." He's like, "All right, come on in my room." We're like, "What?" We're like,
lay on my bed.
Like, why can't we watch it like in the living room where there's like 3 couches? Like, no, I don't feel like moving my computer out there. Like, let's just watch it in my room. We're like, what? No,
it's creepy.
He's like, "All right, well, I guess you guys don't want to watch it."
He wanted to get under the blanket and play tummy sticks. Let's be honest. I mean,
yeah. What are you gonna do?
Obi, the guy that I was talking about, actually was a random roommate at one point. So they like threw a random. We had an extra spare bedroom, and they were like, "We got to put somebody in your room." And I was like, "Please no." And yeah, they did, and it was Obi.
Cool.
And he became one of my best friends. So
that worked out. Cool, it doesn't always work out.
It's not all cupcakes and sunshine, okay, Kevin?
I love everyone that I've ever lived with. So please,
it's too late. It's too late, man.
It's too late.
It's too late to apologize.
Funny story about that. I used to think that they were saying it's too late to call the judge. So yeah.
It's too late to call the judge. Yeah, that doesn't even sound the same.
Yeah,
too late to call the judge. I also don't know who's calling the judge. Like, it doesn't make any sense either. But
jeez,
I mean,
well, that's because it's not a song, so it doesn't make sense because it's in your brain. It's not.
That makes me feel better about the TLC song when I always thought it said "Go Go Jason Waterfalls."
Go Go Jason Waterfalls.
See, that's kind of. It sounds the same. It doesn't make any sense, but
is that like the person's name, Jason Waterfalls?
Yeah, it doesn't make that much sense, but it sounds better than your dumbass judge account.
Yeah, no.
What do they say on that song? I'm blue something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm blue.
If I were green, I would die. That's what I always thought.
That's what I always thought.
I don't know.
Somebody told me it was "I'm in need of a guy."
Oh,
that's a whole different song now.
I'm blue. I'm in need of a guy.
Dude, that adds a whole new connotation to that song.
All right.
Ooh, man. Well, all right.
Well, that's a good wrap up. Rob, drop your handle and thanks for coming on.
Maybe give us a thought on the way on out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just wanted to say I'm a listener. I listen to all you guys' podcasts, even the preseason ones. Love it, you guys. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And if this is your first time listening to this podcast, for all the listeners, go back and listen to all the other ones. They're great. Go give them a like, subscribe, hit them on Facebook, hit them on Twitter, hit them on Instagram, any other platform. Help these guys out, man. They're working hard. And they're great dudes.
Do you have a handle of your own you want to plug?
I'm only on Facebook, fellas. So throw me a like on Facebook. It really helps me out. But I'll post some stuff. Make sure all my friends listen to the podcast, and
we appreciate it.
Oh, man, yeah.
And FTP.
Yeah, what's the score going to be tonight?
Let's go 30-27 Vikings.
Ooh.
30-27. Dan Bailey hits a field goal to win it.
If we put up 27 points on the board, we better fucking win.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, damn, 27 points sounds good.
Yeah, right? Against that defense? No way, bro.
Yeah.
I also want to thank you, Rob, for not telling some of the more embarrassing stories about me that you
I got them in the holster for next time if you guys have me on again, just so you know.
Yeah, you can cement that one in.
There's about 40 of them he could have said. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
Fuck the Vikings.
Yeah,
All right.
boys. Take it easy.
All right, boys. I think it's a good time. Let's switch it up to Would You Rather. It's going to make you a little uncomfortable.
Okay.
Would you rather wear a push-up bra all day or stilettos all day? Chase.
That's the easiest question ever.
That's what I was thinking.
It's definitely push-up, bro.
Why is it so easy?
Because I'm not wearing damn stilettos all day. That would I don't think I could, honestly. I think I'd be tripping all over the place. And it would hurt.
All right, dude, it doesn't matter what kind of bra it is. We're dudes. I got a little bit of boobies here, but
But do you know what a push-up bra does? It makes your boobs bigger, so you're gonna be walking around looking like you have giant C cups.
If you got a minus A boob size, and you're gonna make it a what? An A? Either way, nothing's showing. It doesn't matter what kind of bra. First and second off, even if I have to wear a bra, I can put a t-shirt or a jersey or 5 t-shirts over it. Nobody will even see it. Now you want me to walk around in fucking stilettos?
Yeah,
looking like a fairy princess trying to busting my ass all over the place.
What's wrong with fairy princesses, Kevin?
I love fairy princesses, for the record.
Even if this question had me having to do it with no shirt on and wearing a push-up bra, it would still be the push-up bra.
I disagree with that.
Nope, couldn't care less.
If I had to go no shirt and a push-up bra, that'd be fucking a little bit different.
I don't care.
So I feel like this is just one of Jason's weird sexual fantasies or something.
Yep.
Odd-ass question.
Say stilettos. He's like, damn it.
Yeah, it's like, I really wanted you guys in a push-up bra.
I had a list of would you rathers, and this one came up, and when I read it, I started laughing, and I'm like, I just wonder what they would say. And it wasn't more. The stilettos made sense. That's probably going to be the one that's going to hurt the most, and that's why you wouldn't answer
Definitely
it.
The one.
But I want to hear you explain how much you rather wear a push-up bra over stilettos.
A lot.
I couldn't walk in the stiletto, I'd just be tripping all over the place.
Exactly.
Have either of you wore stilettos or something similar?
Nope.
Ever?
Nope.
I'm sure when I was a kid, I put my mom's high heels on. Does that count? I don't know. Maybe I have.
I'd count that.
Yeah. I dressed up as a woman for Halloween one time.
Go ahead.
That's about it. It wasn't stilettos. It was heels, but they broke immediately. Went to Goodwill.
And that was, what, a month ago?
It was last Halloween, dickhead. But yeah, all right. So apparently, I won't bring in cross-dressing. Would you rather again?
I'm good for it, but
it's just too easy.
Yeah, it was way too easy.
It's like, do you want to dress up as a woman, or do you want to just walk around with something underneath your shirt? Seemed like a pretty fucking easy question to me.
Do you want to hurt your ankles and barely be able to walk, or just be slightly uncomfortable wearing something that you don't normally wear?
Bro, have you ever seen a woman bust her ass wearing heels? I don't know how women don't break their ankles.
That's what
more
I'm
often.
saying. I would definitely break my ankles.
Respect to women wearing those heels, busting their ass.
Don't know.
But their calves look so good, though. That's the only reason why you wear it, right? It's because they make your calves look good.
You wanted to see my calves. That's what it was.
I don't want to see your calves. I just think
got
women.
nice calves.
He's got pretty good calves.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Fill in the blank.
It's time for fill in the blank. 3 blanks. 1 answer. Two guys. Wait, one answer. There's two of us. Why is there only one answer? Who's answering? I don't get it. Fuck it.
The most annoying fan base is Chase. Go.
I'm going to go with the Patriots. There's so many answers here. But I'm going to go with the Patriots just as a Dolphins fan. So many Patriots fans came out of nowhere after they got Tom Brady and the hoodie. So, yeah, I mean, they're annoying as hell.
Half of them don't even know who Drew Bledsoe is. Let's be honest.
They don't know anyone pre Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. No one.
Like,
even
who's Terry Glenn? Who's Curtis Martin? Do you know who these people are? No, you have no fucking idea.
And they can't name half the team. They're like, Tom Brady, bro. Gronk.
Tom.
Bro. Yeah.
Gronk. Yeah.
It's so annoying. They're not
Jaeger bombs.
They're not real fans, and it's annoying. As a person that's rooted for really bad teams his whole life.
Would it be the Packers that would cause Drew Bledsoe's downfall, and then that's why Tom Brady came up, or just his injury?
It was his injury. I mean, Drew Bledsoe went to a Super Bowl.
But he lost.
He was a solid quarterback.
Yeah,
he was good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't like a game changer or anything, but he was good.
He was capable of winning and taking teams to playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Super Bowls.
Yeah, apparently.
He just had that perfect quarterback name.
Drew Bledsoe.
I don't know, it just sounds like a badass just quarterback name.
Yeah.
All right, Kev, most annoying fan base.
For me, it was pretty easy. I mean, it's there's a lot of fan bases that can be annoying. The Florida Gator fan base can be annoying as hell. But I can get along with Florida Gator fans sometimes. It's tough for me to get along with Miami Hurricane fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you're out and about at a tailgate, or if you're, at a bar watching a game like Florida State Miami, those people want to fight. It's not like, hey, your team fucking sucks, or hey, go, whatever. It's like, go fuck your mother, I'm like, bitch, what? Are we gonna do this? Why
do they sound like they're from New York?
I don't know. They all all those Miami people come from all over the place,
and they're just giant bandwagon fans, man. Have you ever seen Hard Rock Stadium? When any Miami team is bad?
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's not full.
I mean, there's been times where I was like, I'm seriously about to get in a fight over football here. This is about to happen, and luckily it didn't. But every moment of those moments,
Mm-hmm.
This is quality podcast material here on Cup to Cup. Thank you for coming. It was always Miami Hurricane fans. So
I agree with that. I think you just have qualms with the Patriots because obviously they win all the time, Chase.
I mean,
they're in your division.
That's partially, but it's also that they don't win with class, and just the fact that I don't like bandwagon fans. Okay, so Miami Hurricanes is definitely up there because of that, and I just think the Patriots are full of bandwagon fans.
Well, are they bandwagon fans if they started liking him when Tom Brady got in? Because that's how I became a Packer fan. Brett Favre was badass, and I was like, I'll become a Packer fan.
You got to join in at some time.
Yeah. How old were you?
8.
Okay, so when these people are 22 on that bandwagon, that's where I'm drawing the line. So
good point.
When you've had plenty of chances to pick a different team, or have picked a different team, and then jump on to that Patriots bandwagon. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man. The whole bandwagon thing, I'm gonna get off topic a little bit. It's tough for me being a Packer fan in Florida. People they can't comprehend it. They can't fucking understand that. Why aren't you where you live, man? I'm like, well, I live in Winter Garden, Florida. I'm from Pensacola. And they're just like, oh, what the fuck are you, a Packer fan? I was like, well, my family's from Wisconsin. Most of my parents are from the Midwest, or the Midwest. Hello, not the Midwest, like from Illinois or Wisconsin, and there's like, well, I mean, you should be a Dolphins fan or a Bucks fan or a Jags fan. Like that's it. Like those are my options.
That's not what I'm personally. I know what you're talking about. That's not what I'm personally talking about. Like, as long as you stick with your team, I don't give a damn where you're from. I don't care if you root for, I don't even know, like Seattle and you're from Miami. I don't care. I don't care at all. As long as you stick with that team the whole time.
It's true.
That's all I care about.
I agree.
So
not everybody's a super fan like us though. Like,
no,
I mean,
I get it, but that's what annoys me, man. As a super fan, that's why I get annoyed.
yeah.
Okay, this is definitely going to go off topic, but I have to bring it up since it's so close. I know Kev's answer. Chase, can you deal with a bandwagon fan over a fan that has two teams?
To me, they're the same person. I don't want to deal with either one of them.
I agree with that, but if you had to choose,
I would rather deal with a bandwagon fan.
Okay, at least we agree on that.
It's just like, I don't know, man.
Two-team drives me crazy.
It's a slippery slope to all teams.
Two teams, bro. Two teams. Like, my Packers lost. Well, I mean, at least my Dolphins won. Like, what? What? Bitch, what?
They're like, okay, well, the Dolphins lost, but the Bucks won. Like, I'm glad they won, but like, no, like, you have to have one team. I'm sorry. The other team, like, I like when the Jags win. I kind of root for the Jags, like, because I feel bad for them, I guess. But no, like, I'm definitely not a Jags fan. And if the Jags win Super Bowl, I'm like, good for you.
There's times, I mean, if I'm be honest here, where like all my friends are Jags, Dolphins, Rob is a Vikings fan, but like, I'll be like, kind of want them to lose just so I can give them shit about it, I mean, you do a little bit. Come on.
I mean,
I'm not alone in this situation.
It depends on the team.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if they're playing. I mean, if the Jags are playing the Seahawks, I'm like, let's fucking go, Jags.
Yeah.
Come on, Blake Bortles. Only throw 2 picks this game.
But you're basically saying misery loves company, like kind of situation. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, we're all human.
I get it, especially for the Packers, since y'all have a Super Bowl. Like, I don't really care that much about y'all. So,
well, we love you too, man.
Yeah. All right. So for better fill in the blank, like positive feelings, the upcoming movie you are most excited for is Kevin.
It's easy. Yeah. I mean, it's the new Avengers movie when it comes out. I know it's not done, or it might be done, but it's not.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything about it yet. But, man, that last Avengers movie, at one point, I'm like online, like looking up Easter eggs and stuff. And like, I'm on YouTube watching like reviews of this movie, like trying to see what I missed. And, how are they going to defeat Thanos? And, all this and that. And I mean, at one point, Erica was like, how many of these videos are you going to watch? Like, it's the same stuff. I love it. I don't know why, man. Like, I never thought myself to be a superhero kind of guy, but those movies really get me going a little bit. So I'm looking forward to the not like that, Chase.
Well,
jeez, bro.
It can be both ways.
It can. I mean, it can for sure.
Chase.
So, I mean, I agree with everything Kevin said. So I'm gonna pick a different movie then, because the correct answer is the next Avenger movie. But I'm gonna say the next Star Wars movie, and I know a lot of people, and I mean like Star Wars Episode 9, not the next like Solo or whatever the in between movie is.
Have you seen Solo? I haven't seen.
I've not. But Rogue One was fantastic. So
I loved Rogue One.
I know a lot of people did not like Last Jedi. That one kind of either you love it or you hate it, and like the people that hate it really hate it. I enjoyed Last Jedi. Maybe I'm dumb.
You're not dumb. I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of people hated it, man.
No, they're just fucking nerds, like looking for things to be angry about, man. Don't go back on your thoughts.
To like redo the movie, man. It's crazy.
Chill out, man.
I mean, I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So I'm really intrigued to see how they finish it up. So I'm gonna go outside the box and say that.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Cool. And I know you're also looking forward to the next Lion King.
I mean, yeah.
I would put it above Star Wars for me, but that's just
Definitely. If I thought that it was going to be like, I don't know, not the same movie, but with better animation, then maybe, yeah.
Tell us about your thoughts on the cast, Chase.
I like the cast. I think the cast is really good. I think the cast fits the movie really well. We got into an argument about this because Kevin doesn't like to throw around the word great and has given people crap for using the word great multiple times.
I agree.
And then he said, have you seen the new Lion King trailer, which is like 45 seconds and shows you nothing? And he says, it looks great and a great cast. So I was just like, can we pump the brakes a little bit? You know, we saw a 45-second trailer where it showed almost nothing. So I don't know how we can say the movie looks great. And the cast, while fitting the movie really well, it's not exactly an A-list cast of like Hollywood stars. I mean, yeah, I really like the cast. I think it fits the movie, but let's pump the brakes a little bit. And then our friend Jose, co-producer, I asked him to name one A-list actor, and he named James Earl Jones, who has not been in a movie in like 30. Like name the last like 5 movies he's been in, please.
Coming to America.
What year was that?
He was a very limited role in that.
But such a good role.
He was in. Wasn't he in Rogue One?
As what, Darth?
The voice.
No, he was the guy that helped hide. I don't know, man. He helped hide her.
I don't think so.
After his mom passed.
I'll go fact check it, but
know.
just to let
Maybe
you
I'm
know,
thinking of somebody else.
I wouldn't call him an A-list actor. I would call him an A-list voice actor.
I mean, he's got one of the greatest voices of all time.
Again, when's the last time we heard it? Other than like the occasional cameo for like 5 minutes.
He was in Field of Dreams.
And again,
I'm cheating by looking at a list, by the way.
I said, can we find something in the last 10 years?
He's the voice in Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon.
Okay.
So you're welcome.
That's A-list right there, baby.
Burn.
I think it's going to be great. I think I know what Kevin was saying about the trailer. I just thought it was kind of like brings me back as a little kid, and it was like almost done perfectly. And I don't think the movie's going to be identical to the first one. It's going to be like similar to the Jungle Book. I think that was a good scene to get everyone like, holy shit, it's the Lion King.
Lion King
like,
is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and I love Disney movies. So like maybe I'm just scared that like it's going to hype everything up and just ruin Lion King. I don't think it will. I think it's going to be a really good movie, but I just want to pump the brakes. Like dude, go on Facebook, man. Everyone's freaking out about this. I'm like, how? It was 45 seconds and they showed like nothing. And everyone's like,
because it's been like 30 years.
It's okay to get excited about things, Chase. I mean, I understand like getting overly excited would make you angry, but I mean, you know, like
this is
let the people want something
all the time.
Huh?
This is like the total opposite of what you say anytime we say something's great.
Oh man, you might be right.
I'm definitely right.
It was Forrest Whitaker, by the way, the guy that I was thinking about in Rogue One.
I just thought I thought him being the voice of Darth Vader and then playing an actor, I thought that would be like breaking the fourth wall or something. Okay, so last one. Since I think Chase was chugging a bottle of champagne last night, I was drinking since 7 in the morning.
Drinking some 7 in the morning?
No, I was drinking since 7 in the morning yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, I'm going to go with you first. Your best hangover cure is?
Best hangover cure is like preparation, really, for me. Like, if I know that I'm drinking, like, make sure that you chug a bottle of water or a glass of water before you go to bed. Brush your teeth, get all that alcohol off of your mouth, and pop a few Tylenol or aspirin or whatever. You'll wake up in the morning, you'll feel fine. When you wake up, don't make the mistake of thinking, oh, I feel okay, I could just carry on with my day. No, you need food in your belly, and you need to replenish those fluids that, I guess you didn't lose, but you need to get some water and some electrolytes rolling through your body. So get that rolling. Make sure you do that stuff beforehand. You'll be fine. Everything's fine. These people that are like, I mean, I worked with some guy and he's like, this was at 5:30 at night. He's like, man, I drank so much last night. I'm still a little feeling it. I'm like, it's 5:30, bitch. It's the next day. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's time to move on with life. Like, you should be done with that hangover by at least noon.
Yep.
I'm definitely that guy.
Such a bitch.
Yes, though. This is an easy answer.
Are you hungover right now, Jay?
See, it depends on what you mean by like the hangover. Like my body's just like, dude, you're an asshole. Why did you do this to me? But like I can easily go out, go see a movie and stuff like that. I'm not like bedridden.
Yeah.
But like my body will definitely feel like shit for the next like 24 hours. I just know it. But I just can't. I've never been like as an 18-year-old, 32-year-old. No matter what, I've always been a bitch when it came to drinking and staying up late. So
Okay.
that's just me. Chase.
It's an easy answer. It's water. You drink a lot of water. Yep. That's it.
That's it.
He said, yep.
Drink a bunch of water
Man,
and eat some food.
Yeah.
So you don't have like none of you guys have like a secret, not a secret or like your like niche thing that not a lot of people do.
Chug a bunch of water.
Damn.
I will say, like, when we've been on our for the listeners, we go on man trips every now and again where we just get a bunch of our boys together
When invited.
and go to a sporting event or go to whatever for the weekend. And if I know that I'm gonna be drinking the next day and I'm a little hungover, I might throw down a beer real quick.
Hair of the dog.
The whole hair of the dog. It works. It works. Like you get back into it. I mean, on my bachelor party, when I had a Bloody Mary the next morning, the night of, so we went Friday, Saturday, and left Sunday morning. So on Saturday morning, after we've been drinking all night, somebody gave me a Bloody Mary, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I can. And I downed that thing, and I was like, we're back, baby. Let's go. All right, here we go.
I actually truly remember that.
Yeah. So it works.
Because you got it. You got a Bloody Mary and it was like a meal. Didn't it have like a hamburger in it or some shit?
I don't know about all
I
that.
love Bloody Marys like that with the accoutrements. Yes.
Oh,
Extra accoutrement, please.
Can you spell that, please?
Nope.
Origin? The origin?
Google real quick. Accoutrement. No, I can't spell that. No.
Gotcha. Damn, I thought we'd have like really cool, like unique hangover cures, but you're like, just don't be dumb. Drink water.
And I rarely, dude, maybe I'm cursing myself here. I very rarely get hungover. Just chug a bunch of water, man. That's what your body needs. And then food to soak up some alcohol. That's it.
Yeah, the thing that I think people have problems with is like they wake up and or even if you're hungover to the fact where you're like feeling like shit, you have to force down some food. Yep. I know you're like, no, I can't do it. I can't. No, suck it up, buttercup. Get some fucking food in your belly. Get some water, and then surprise, you'll be awake in no time.
And now, if you're lacking sleep, then also go back to sleep. So,
yeah, like I did New Year's Day last year. Was it New Year's Day? The one day I slept. And you guys like carried on with your day, went and got like food, brought it back to the house.
Yeah.
I was still sleeping. Fuck it.
Yeah, you went ham. That's okay.
It happens.
All right. So I got a little bit of trivia for you guys. Which came first, the push-up bra or no? I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, bro. I mean, this fantasy of yours.
I can see Kev getting heated. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I literally did the Chase head shake. I was like, "Come, this motherfucker! Like, is this a joke?"
All right. Since both of you are Chris Pratt fans,
This
is your number one guy that you guys would probably like want to hang out with, have a beer with. I have a trivia about him. Very, very specific. I came across it, I don't know, somewhere on the World Wide Web. What chain restaurant was Chris Pratt working at when he was discovered for his first movie?
Oh, man.
The director basically was at the table and he was serving them. And
so it has tables.
Yes, has tables. And I'll give you I don't know if I'll give you a hint. No, I'll give you a hint. It's a seafood restaurant.
Okay.
Fast food or
No more hints.
Okay.
You have a server. I mean, come on now.
I'll say Bubba Gumps.
Bubba? That's your guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know this?
No, that's just a guess. I don't know
So
that many
fucking-
like chain seafood places. That's like about the only one I know.
There's a lot, actually.
I'm going Red Lobster.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn it. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
I fucking hate you, Chase. I hate you.
No.
Stop it, bro. No, it's no. If he's
Dude, did you know this ahead of
Yeah,
time?
he knew
Like,
it.
how the fuck did you know that?
nobody says fucking Bubba Gumps, that's not even a goddamn restaurant. Like nobody.
There are really not that many of them around.
There's
Like, that's not.
There's like 4
No,
in the world. Like
Horseshit, dude. There's a bunch of them.
I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Name me one besides Orlando right now.
Mary and I went to one. God, where were we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I know
remember
where
where we
another
were, but we went to one.
There's
Okay.
one in New Orleans and there's one in Orlando. I don't know of another one.
Yeah.
Maybe we
This one,
DC.
if I'm not mistaken, I think he was living in Hawaii at the time, and this was in Hawaii.
This dude said Bubba Gump
Right.
for a fucking seafood restaurant.
Literally
Got it right.
forgot about Red Lobster, and the first thing that came to my mind was Bubba Gumps.
Bro.
When I think of seafood, I don't think of Bubba Gumps as a fucking seafood
Me
restaurant.
either.
Right.
I'm with Kevin.
Is-
I think you cheated.
I
You go through my
cheat.
notes.
swear to God,
Yeah,
I
you cheated.
swear. It doesn't feel right if you cheat, man. I want to win naturally, or lose.
Jesus God. I mean, you're almost as good as your friend Thomas,
No,
man.
dude.
Kev, have you ever met Thomas and his like
It's incredible.
Super Bowl trivia shit?
We did it last
I don't know.
night. We had him over last night, and while drunk, while he's sitting on his little scooter,
Unreal. It's unreal.
I was like, Thomas, Super Bowl 7. Who won? Who played? Who won? What was the score? Got it. Super Bowl 22. Got it. Now, once or twice, the score wasn't quite right. He would say like 35, 7. It was like,
No, I know which one he said. I don't remember the Super Bowl, but he basically goes, "Oh fuck, that was a blowout. It was like 45 to like 7. It was 42 to 10." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
ridiculous.
Like, how do you know that?
His recall, and he was drunk too. I don't know how that
Yeah.
does it. It's incredible.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So yeah, I definitely want to have him on the show, and we just the whole hour just give out random ass fucking.
Wait, so he knows all sorts of stupid shit like that, or just like Super
Really
Bowl?
good at trivia in general. It's incredible.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah. I
That-
immediately
people
thought of
like
you,
that.
Kev.
People like that make me feel so stupid, bro.
No, I did. Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, I'm a super fan. And they're like, oh yeah, tell me about your Packers in 1997 when blah blah blah. I'm just like, was that the year that?
Dude, I'm normally not very good with like years. I like it takes me a while to like think back. I'm like, fuck, what happened that year?
Yeah, I don't know. I was just amazed. Like, I wouldn't even come close. I didn't even know the teams that were like available to be
You
playing.
can do
Super
it
Bowl.
for like any Super Bowl. It's crazy.
My brain's not that good.
No, my memory's not that good.
I can't do shit like that.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I could do shit like that.
No,
Like I may do anything like that.
I agree.
I can't even remember my wife's birthday.
Okay,
So,
well, I
I
remember
mean-
those things, but yeah.
I think it's time for your chase rant.
Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
All right, so I'm a little concerned that y'all aren't gonna stay with me on this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So, sometimes when you're like standing in like a line, and there will be more than one, we'll say cashiers, okay? But there's one line, so like as line moves forward, like whatever cashier opens up, you go to that cashier. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then so like you're slowly, you're in this long line and everyone realizes that it's just that one line for 3 separate cashiers. And this one fucking person walks up and like, oh, look at that long line. I'll just walk up to this cashier who's open. It's like, no, bitch, we're waiting in line for our turn. And then when the cashier opens up, the next person in line goes up. But they just basically cut the entire line and walk to that open cashier when they open up like it's a separate line. Like, bitch, you don't think that we would have just stood in that line that's open if that's the way the world worked? Like this specifically happened at the Greek food festival. There's like a 20-person line. And, you go one at a time. And then this bitch just walks up like someone left had just paid for their food. So the next person in line's about to walk. And they just walk up to the open cashier and fucking get their food. I literally like put my hands in the air and like looked around at everybody like, we're going to let this happen?
I'm a little confused on what's going on here.
I got a perfect example of that one. So think of a food truck and there's like they're not a food truck. So you're at like a fair and you know how there's like a big there's like 5 places where you can go and order food.
Yes.
So there's one giant line that goes to those 5 different ones.
Yep.
And each person goes to like the one on the left and the one on the right and the middle one. Yep. And then
I got you.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
I've never seen that happen. I've never seen anybody actually just walk up.
She just like she's like on the phone, just like walks up, like, hold on a second. Yeah, I'll have 3 heroes, and then like right back to her phone. And then like I'm not even joking about this. Then like one of her friends walks up and she's like, I don't know why they're all just waiting in that line. This one's open. I was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, fuming. I'm like, I literally look around at everybody. I was like, are we going to accept this? Can we come together as a team and pull her off? And then everyone was just kind of like, oh my God. I was like, nobody was pissed off by this. I mean, I was next in line, so I didn't really care that much, but.
What? You were spoken up, not the people in the line.
I mean, I was next to I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm almost up. But like, if I was in the back, man, I would have been pissed.
Well, you're the reason why this shit keeps happening if you don't speak up.
Yeah, you got to be the guy that's like, nah, sorry, man, the line's back there.
I mean, dude, like it was super obvious that this is not the first time that this person has done something. She was just like, I don't get why they're just waiting in line. This is open. I'm like, no shit, it's open. Like, you think we're all dumb enough to just wait in this one fucking line when there's an open cashier? No, we understand the world and we don't think we're better than everybody else. So we're willing to wait our turn instead of just thinking our time's more important than everyone else's and we can just go wherever the fuck we want when we want.
Or she made a mistake and didn't really realize it.
Dude, I'm telling you,
mistakes were made.
You can tell that she is the type of person that's just like, oh, well, they're dumb and I'm smart and I did it. So, yay.
I just don't feel like that happens often enough.
Happens. It does, man. It happens.
I don't wait in a lot of long lines, I guess.
Yeah. You need to start speaking up, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, just be like, dude, hey, dude, line's back there.
Phone.
Which is a phone?
What did he say about his phone?
I said that I gave her the head shake, but I don't think she saw it because she was on her phone.
Yeah, because she cut.
Did you give the like the hands up like and look to the side like? Does anybody see this?
I put my hands up and looked around the line like, help me, guys.
Help me help you.
Like I think if anybody else like looked at me and like nodded, I think I would have done it. I think I would have been like, hey, ma'am, like, fuck you. Go to the back of the line. Probably not said fuck you, but probably been like, hey, like, we're all waiting. You see this really long line? Like, we're not just standing here because it's fun.
Poor old lady behind you like, man, I wish this guy in front of me would have spoke up.
I needed some backup, just some acknowledgement that they agreed with my opinion, and I got nothing, man.
So you needed somebody to be like, hey, dude, take charge, man.
Just someone just kind of like when I threw my hands up, just kind of like nod, like, yeah. Or like,
yeah.
We support you.
Yeah, basically. Because like, hey, lady, this is the line. And everyone's like, hey, man, calm down. Like, I don't know. All right.
He's like, I don't know.
I just think you should have walked over to grab the sandwich, taken a bite, and threw it on the ground. Like, fuck off.
It was a
back of the line.
But yeah. So yeah, somebody agree with me, please. I mean, I know you guys won't, but anyone that listens to this, what would you have honestly done?
I would have said something.
I'm not a confrontational guy, but I would have been at least if I was waiting in a long line, finally got to the front, somebody jumped in front of me, I'd be like, hey man, hey dude, line's back there, or excuse me, miss, line's back there.
So something similar like this did happen Chris's birthday weekend when we were at 5th and Thomas. Chris and I were waiting in line for the bathroom. And the door like opens up and this guy like comes and like just there's like 4 people waiting in line. And he just like kind of starts to go into the bathroom, and I guess maybe liquid courage. I was drunk. I like grabbed him. I was like, "Hey, no, man! Like we're waiting in line."
You grabbed him, aggressive.
Not like hard, but like I kind of like stopped him. I was like, "Hey, man! Like we're waiting in line. Like we're next." And he was like, "Oh, okay, my bad." Like got in line. So
Okay.
actually, it almost happened again, and I did the same thing. I was like, "No, there's the line."
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Kev.
You know what, young lady? Do you want to go to timeout? All right, 1, 2, 3. It's time for dad tips.
Get your game face on. Get your game face on, 'cause I'm coming to play, boy.
Pretty easy dad tip. I mean, it may sound like something simple, but you really want to take control of your kids at an early age. I'm not saying when they're like an infant, obviously, like they're not going to know what's going on. And, you know, you're kind of just trying to stay awake. But when they grow up just a little bit more, like 1 or 2, you kind of want to start to like show them that you're the motherfucker, like you're the boss. Set your boundaries. If they talk back to you, let them know that hey, that's not cool, bro. That's not fucking cool. Make sure that, you know, like, quick story. Like I babysit a kid one time, a neighbor kid, and he came over and the kid wouldn't sit down at the fucking table to eat. And I was like, it's time to eat. Like my 2 girls are sitting at the table ready to eat. And this kid's just wandering. And I bring the food to the table. The kid's still wandering. So I texted and I'm like, hey, dude, she's not sitting down at the table. And he's like, oh, yeah, just bring the food to her wherever she's at. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, that's not the way we do things. Like, I understand everybody has their own rules. Take fucking charge. Like, hey, we're sitting down. We're eating. You got 37 seconds. We've been through this before, dad tips. You got 37 seconds to eat. If you don't eat, you're done. Not really, though. But take control of your situation. You're the fucking parent. Be the parent. Don't let that kid control you until they're teenagers, and then they'll run your shit.
So rule of thumb in your mind, in that situation, whose rules like apply there? Like, so he's like, go feed her like wherever she is, but you're like, no, my house rule is this. Do you just go with your house rule, or do you go with theirs?
I mean, I'm not gonna step on another parent's feet. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah.
It's not a good situation. Yeah. So this kid's like sitting there playing and eating chicken nuggets. My kids are sitting at a table like normal human beings. But
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just. I mean, I work at a restaurant too, and you see kids just bully the shit out of their parents, and it's just like, you're like, what would you like to eat, Johnny? Sitting on there on the fucking iPads. Johnny, are you gonna? What is the man's waiting to get your drink order? Sitting there on his iPad, clicking away. Maybe he'll have a water, I guess. I don't want a water. Okay. What do you want then, Johnny? Back on his fucking iPad. You know, it's like, bitch, you're getting a water.
Johnny does sound like the perfect like chaotic kid. Like that sounds like a name that would be like a dick.
Yeah. Sorry to Johnny's, but
yeah, well,
you're a dick.
Johnny though, like it should be John. But if you name your kid Johnny, you expect him to be a dick.
Yeah, for sure.
He just came out of the womb, and you're like, oh, that's a Johnny. Definitely a Johnny. Doctor agrees. Nurse agrees.
They're like, yep, that's a Johnny.
Yep, piece of shit.
I have a
nice.
I feel like we're getting near the end. I want to throw something out real quick. Chase, you suck at picking NFL games.
Oh fuck!
Am I supposed to do any research into this?
No, but just fucking try.
I mean, I just kind of look at it. And I'm like,
do you like their colors? I mean, you're like, oh, pink is pretty.
Nope.
But I like blue better.
Nope.
I'm gonna get Avery to start picking my daughter and see. Maybe I bet she could beat you.
Avery versus Chase. I like that. We should do that this week.
Now watch. I'm gonna start actually trying and do worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 0-14 somehow.
I kind of want you to go against Avery. I want Avery to pick each game and just see if you beat Avery.
Yeah, I like it.
I really do like that idea. See if Avery will just pick them and just. I guarantee she beats you.
That one. Yeah. No.
I'll send it over to you right after the show.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Kev, give us the wrap up, and then we'll call it a show.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed everything. We had fun. Thanks, Rob, for being on today, even though the Vikings suck. Hopefully the Packers can pull off that tonight. Make sure that you're continuing what you're doing, and that's listening to the show, following us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Make sure you're liking everything, tweeting. And, man, one of the funnest things of my week is listening to what you guys have to say about the show and, giving us your feedback. I love hearing from you guys. So I don't know about Jason and Jace, but definitely.
I love hearing from them. I wish they would be on my side a little bit more, but it is.
I think your rants are starting to pick up. I've seen a few people. The Red Rover, was the bigger one.
The Red Rover got some people. People agree with my rants sometimes, and they agree that Lady Gaga's overrated. So I appreciate that.
Well, I mean,
yep. Well, John Mayer won that one. So
52-48. I think I proved my point. A lot of people think Lady Gaga's overrated.
I think people just Gaga haters. Pause up.
Well, there was only two choices, Chase, and
one of them was John Mayer.
You paid off half of them, so
yeah, you kept voting over and over again. Damn it! My number one fan is definitely Kevin's mom.
Mom. My mom's awesome.
We're gonna have her on the show because
family in general, like anytime I say anything that Kevin disagrees with, I get so much shit.
That's right, boy. Don't mess with us.
Your mom every time.
I like it. I think it's awesome. On top of that, share everything you can. I don't care if it bugs all your friends. Getting more people to listen and stuff. Just share it. Tell them, shove it down their face and tell them to listen.
Yeah, fuck them.
That's the show. Thanks, guys.
Had fun.
Yep. Thanks so much.